So the concepts of education, mentorship, and gratitude, they're pretty much universal, right? But today, we're diving into this fascinating explainer to unpack the immense cultural and philosophical weight behind the festival of Guru Purnima. Whether you grew up celebrating this tradition or it's literally your first time hearing about it, we're going to explore a celebratory text that just beautifully captures what it truly means to be a teacher and a student. We've got to start with this incredibly provocative question that the source actually uses to anchor the whole celebration. Why is a teacher placed next to God? I mean, it's a bold statement. Today, a lot of us just see teaching as a standard profession, a regular job. But this text, it challenges us to look at it through a much, much more revered lens. To really get why a teacher might be elevated to the level of the divine, we kind of have to rewind and look at the history that shaped this mindset.
Okay, Section 1. Celebrating Guru Purnima, honoring the teachers.
So, Guru Purnima is a day dedicated specifically to deeply honoring and celebrating our gurus. And as our explainer points out, this isn't just some casual appreciation day. It's this deep-rooted tradition where everyone, students, peers, whole communities, literally pause what they're doing to acknowledge the massive impact of their guides. But where does this intense dedication even come from? Well, the text takes us on a journey, back in time, to find out.
Section 2. The Ancient Gurukul System, Vedic Roots of Learning. Imagine this ancient educational setup called the Gurukul system. During childhood, kids wouldn't just go to a school down the street. They would actually leave their homes entirely. They entered a life phase known as the Brahmacharya Shram. Just picture sending your kid to live in the forest for years. Education wasn't just sitting at a desk. It was this totally immersive lifestyle where they lived with and learned directly from sages. And then, finally, graduation day arrives and they return home.
Honestly, after completing that kind of rigorous training, these forest sages were so deeply revered that both students and their parents placed them right on par with the divine. The quote from the text lays it out perfectly. The sages were worshipped and honored like God by the students and their parents. Because these sages took in young children and returned them as educated, disciplined adults, the parents' gratitude was just boundless. That ancient dynamic is exactly why, even today, a teacher is placed right next to God.
Moving to Section 3. From darkness to light, the true meaning of guru.
What's really fascinating here is how the source breaks down the actual Sanskrit word. It starts with the syllable gu, which translates directly to darkness. And we aren't just talking about a dark room. It's the darkness of the mind, ignorance, confusion, just a lack of understanding. We literally all start in this state of gu whenever we try to learn something new.
Then you have the second syllable, ru, which represents light. This is the clarity, the knowledge, and the wisdom that finally breaks right through that initial darkness.
Put it together, and a guru is literally defined as the one who removes the darkness of ignorance and guides us into the light of knowledge. So when you say guru, you're not just saying teacher. You're describing an active, incredible transformation. A guru is a catalyst who reaches into our darkness and basically changes our reality by flipping on the lights.
Let's bring this to the present. Section 4. The creator of professions, the modern teacher. Now, the text reminds us that from the very first day, our mother is actually our first guru. Before formal schooling even starts, she's the one removing that initial darkness of the world for us. And then, naturally, our school teachers step in. They take the baton for what the text calls the toughest job of all, guiding our formal knowledge and, ultimately, our entire futures.
And let's be real. Without them, our knowledge is just incomplete. Because teachers do so much more than just teach subjects like maths, science, or Marathi. They're instilling discipline and core values. They're shaping our personalities. And actually, think about this. The teacher is the creator of literally all other professions. Every single doctor, engineer, or scientist had to sit in a classroom first and be guided by a teacher. Plus, they patiently correct our mistakes. And, maybe the best part, they believe in us even when we completely doubt ourselves.
Of course, on Guru Purnima, we also honor the historical greats. The text explicitly points out figures like Ved Vyas, the legendary author of the epic Mahabharata. So we're celebrating these ancient giants who shaped entirely new literary and philosophical landscapes, right alongside the modern teachers sitting in classrooms shaping our immediate futures today.
Which brings us to the philosophical core of our explainer. Section 5. Choosing Guru over God, a philosophical dilemma.
You might have heard this famous Sanskrit shloka. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudev Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. This reinforces exactly what we were talking about earlier. It literally equates the guru with the ultimate divine trinity in Hindu philosophy.
Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Maheshwara the destroyer. It's saying the guru is the supreme absolute. It is just a massive, profound acknowledgement of the ultimate power of knowledge.
To really drive this home, the text brings up a brilliant thought experiment from the mystic poet Saint Kabir. Imagine you're walking down a path, and suddenly both God, referred to here as Govind, and your guru appear right in front of you. It's the ultimate dilemma. Who do you acknowledge first? Who do you bow to? The ultimate divine destination or the guide who actually revealed the path?
Well, Saint Kabir answers his own question with this incredibly powerful doha. It translates to, if God and Guru stand together, I will bow to the Guru first, because it was the Guru who showed me the path to God. Honestly, it's a mic drop realization. Without the teacher to give you the awareness and the light to even recognize the divine, you wouldn't know what you were looking at. The teacher is the key that unlocks everything else.
Okay, finally, Section 6, the student's oath, expressing gratitude.
Knowing the immense weight of what a guru actually does, we are challenged today to take an oath, and it's not a complicated list of rules. It's a commitment to how we act. The text urges us to deeply respect our teachers, to work hard in our studies, and to just constantly strive to make them proud. And it reminds us of something so wonderful. You really don't need grand gestures. A simple, genuine thank you and a warm smile can mean the absolute world to them.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really reflect on this. Think about your mothers, your school teachers, those mentors who saw potential in you when you couldn't see it yourself. Who is the guru that brought you out of the darkness and into the light? Once you have that face in your mind, well, maybe today is the perfect day to reach out and offer them that simple thank you.